Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Monday, the 11th of December, 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the market opened. The S&P ASX 200 rose 20 points or so. Then it fell back and closed about where it started, just under 7,200 points. Mostly the banks were higher, though not Westpac. Wesfarmers did well, as did Woolworths. Tech stocks REA and WiseTech Global outperformed. Also, James Hardie, Telstra and Goodman Group. Gold stocks were also sold off. The big iron ore miners, Rio Tinto and Fortescue Metals, however, are trading close to record highs as ore prices remain elevated. Among the best performers today were Credit Corp, Magellan Financial, Beach Energy and Lovisa Holdings. That's an eclectic bunch. The gold stocks struggled, while the worst on the day was Star Entertainment Group. Now, the gaming company closed at 48 cents a share. A year ago, it was about $2.20 a share. It looks like the Star will be the worst performing stock of the top 200 for 2023. Story number 2, Bitcoin's value fell 7% over the past 24 hours, back towards $40,000 a unit, amid a broader sell-off in the digital assets. Smaller tokens like Ether, XRP, Polkadot and Avalanche also fell. Oil steadied over the past 24 hours or so, having logged 7 weeks of decline on Friday. Oil's down more than 20% since September. Gold's fallen back below $2,000 a unit, and the Aussie dollar is buying 65.5 US cents. And one of the most famous names in retailing, Macy's, has received a near $6 billion buyout offer from Arkhouse Management and Brigade Capital, according to Bloomberg. Macy's share price is down 16% this year, and generally retailers in the US have underperformed on Wall Street. That's pretty much all about higher interest rates. Story number 3, Papua New Guinea says a merged Woodside-Santos would need to put a high priority on the company's investments in the country, as well as retain in entirety its officers and staff for the government to support a mega merger under consideration. Nothing like a takeover to bring out the pundits. PNG Petroleum Minister Karenga Kua told the Financial Review that Santos had preemptively informed the Marape government 2 weeks ago about the talks with Woodside. Over the weekend, both companies opened virtual data rooms ahead of several weeks of due diligence. Any deal is expected to be a low-premium scrip-based deal. A full merger would make the combined group easily one of the largest 10 exploration and production companies worldwide. Both Woodside and Santos' share price rose at around 1% today. Story number 4, the battle to replace Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk, who announced her retirement over the weekend, is on in full swing. Some of the possible candidates are State Health Minister Shannon Fentiman, Treasurer Cameron Dick, and Deputy Premier and frontrunner Stephen Miles. The 3 leadership rivals have been trying to lock down a deal before Friday's caucus meeting to avoid a contested ballot of MPs. According to media reports, a ballot would automatically trigger a months-long vote of rank-and-file members and affiliated unions. And story number 5, hopes for another ceasefire in the Middle East are diminishing, with Israel's bombardment of Gaza narrowing the window for a new truce, according to the Qatari Prime Minister. Speaking at the Doha Forum, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani said Qatar would continue its efforts to pressure both sides into a ceasefire. That's according to the BBC. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Sunday that the war is in full swing, and in recent days, he said dozens of Hamas terrorists had surrendered and were laying down their weapons and handing themselves over. He said this is the beginning of the end of Hamas. The comments come as the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to worsen. On Sunday afternoon, the Hamas-run health agency in Gaza said almost 18,000 Palestinians had now been killed. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 11th of December, 2023. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.